Hey, 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 gorgeous Facebook family. How is everybody going? How are you all going? You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and I'm here to empower you to take control of your relationship with food, create a body and a life that you love more than chocolate because you get to do that thing deliciously on your terms. If you're joining me here live, throw me that emoji in the comments box. Let me know that you're here, and to all my replay watchers, sending you so much chocolate-coated love as I do every single day. Happy Monday, people. Happy Monday. We are halfway through. Somebody's in the house sending me some thumbs up. Thank you very much to everybody that's here. We are halfway through January, and so this I realized this morning. As we're halfway through January, I'm thinking about everybody who has broken their New Year's fancy promises to yourself, because I talked about this all through December. Didn't I warn you? Didn't I give you the heads up? And I said, listen. There is not going to be anything that you will magically be able to do on January 1st that you can't do right now, today. And you all listened to me and everybody nodded along and went, I know, but I'm still going to wait for January 1st. And now here we are. Middle of January. And I want to know, how's it working for you? How's it working for you? How you like it now? I told you this would happen, didn't I? I told you. So who's willing to fess up? Alice is here in the house. Who's willing to fess up and say that their fancy New Year's promises are now like flushed down the toilet? They're gone. They're gone. And not to say that you didn't have a crack, like, well, you had a good crack at it. But I want to know how many people, because I'm just curious, what is the level of momentum? Like, who has, Linda's here. Thank you so much to everybody who's joining me. If you have kept up the momentum of your New Year's promises, I want to know. Because actually, I should have Googled it before I got on. I could check it now, but I won't. But I'm wondering, what is the actual percentage of people who really do follow through? Because I think it's like next to nothing. I think it's pretty small. And I'm wondering, of you that are all here with me today, who has actually followed through diligently, like really diligently, on the New Year's promises that you set January 1st? That's what I want to know. And Irash is here. Tony's here in the house. How are you going? I want to know, because I can tell you right now, I know there's a delay with the Facebook Lives. I know there's a delay. Like, that looked like a bit of a rap, like, thing, didn't it there? I'm not going to bust out any 80s rap moves for you, though, I promise. There'll be no, like, MC Hammer or any of that thing going on. So even though I go like this, I promise you there's nothing untoward is going to come your way. So Stephen's in the house. Thank you. Yes, I've chatted to Stephen, and I just want to give a shout out because he's a very cool dude. If you need some branding type, Stephen will have to fill you in, but if you need any corporate wear branding type thing, you can certainly get in touch with him. You'll see him here. You'll see him here on the live stream. Tony's going, can't touch this. Yeah. See, what are you doing to me? You're tempting me here. I'm going to bust out some MC Hammer. We're laughing, right? Because that's my era. Like, I was a big MC Hammer fan. Thank you so much. So you know the drill. And I know here, Stephen, because we've chatted, Stephen's lost a really great amount of weight and he has kept up on his New Year's promises. But I think this is like, we're few and far between. Those of us that do this, few and far between. And mainly because a lot of the time we set goals to ourselves and, New Year's resolutions that are just completely unrealistic. You're so welcome, Stephen. You're so welcome. Yeah. So promotional products, he says. So we set these things that are so unrealistic because we have these fanciful dreams that come January 1st, I'm never going to eat XYZ again, and I'm only going to do this, say this, eat this, move this way. And we think like that, like a robot or something, that we have some kind of app that we can just press the special thing and it's going to reprogram us like an update, the 2.0 version, right? And we're going to get this magical update and we won't have the same cravings that we had. We won't have the same desires that we had before. We won't have the same problems that we had before. We won't have the same temptations that we had before. Somehow when the calendar flicks over, they're all going to vanish. They're going to go with 2016 and then something magical is going to happen and we'll never face a challenge again. And if we do, it's not going to rattle us because it's a new year. So surely magical things will happen. And thank you for the love hearts. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Magical things do happen and they can and will happen every day, but it's your decision. It is your decision for magic to happen. Now, I have a very special friend. I don't think he's here yet. Kyle's in the house. who is also a very special friend, and Kyle is another a friend that creates magic. And we have these sort of fanciful dreams and promises that something magical is going to happen to us, right? It's just going to happen from the outside without any effort from us, just purely because a calendar flicked over and now we're going to go, oh, it's January 1st. So for sure, magic's going to happen and I won't have to put in any effort apart from say out loud, oh, I'm gonna give up eating chocolate and sugar and sweets, and I'm not gonna eat carbs anymore. And this is my magical, declaration for 2017. And then a few days in, something comes along. Please comes along, as if it doesn't. Can we just say, I went to, for my Aussie girls, I went to Woolies, I went to Woolworths over the weekend. And I think Woolworths is very similar to, I think, Safeway, what you have overseas, right? I was in there and this is how we roll. And you'll all know this. I'm sure this is like times 100, right? Over in the US and all that. I can tell you how it is here. I went in there to get, I don't know what, but on there, like in the bakery section, there was, what we had going on there was the Christmas fruit mince pie things were still there, freshly baked. They're still making them, like they're not old and stale, right? They're still making them. They're all there on one half of the trestle table, delicious, and they're reduced now, right? So you think you're getting a real bargain. They were down to $1 for a pack of 4, right? But on the other side of the trestle table, like on the other side of this thing, they had all the fresh baked hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. You got like Christmas vibes going on one side of this thing. You got the Easter vibes going on the other. And I'm going, oh my gosh, it all looked amazing. It all looked amazing. And this is how it happens. Now, if I had set some kind of fancy New Year's promise, right, to just go, I'm never going to eat that stuff again, I would have been so tempted to like scoop. This would have been me. I just would have gone like, scooped it all up, put it all into my trolley, dump the whole thing, give it to me because it's cheap, it's delicious, it's amazing, right? Or stored it in my freezer, and I would have made myself real fancy promises, right? I just would have gone, oh, that's okay. I'm gonna measure these out, and I'll only have like one a week. Or for a treat, right? Special treat. If you haven't heard me say this before, I'm just going to throw it out there for you now. Treats are for dogs. You don't need to deserve or earn treats, right? Food doesn't need to be categorized into my everyday food, and this food is treats, and I can only have it on a certain time, a certain day when the moon is in alignment with the planets and it's all happening. No. If you want something that is not part of your everyday, normal, regular diet, you don't have to earn it. You don't have to burn a certain number of calories on the treadmill or something before you can have this. It doesn't have to be a special night of the week. Like I can have a treat on Saturday night or something. No. If you are free to have it anytime and you know you're free to have it anytime, you're going to make much more sane decisions than if you think it's a treat and I can only have it now because it's Saturday night and then come Monday or something, I can't have these treats anymore. And you're going to eat 5 tons of it, right? If it's a treat. It's got magical powers, right? Treats are for dogs. You don't need treats. You can have anything that you want anytime that you want it. Just putting it all out there for you because you're free. See how just my voice changes? Because you're free, and you are free. You don't want to be keeping yourself in bondage going, I can have this food, but not that. This is good food, lettuce, apples, carrots, good. Chocolate cake, ice cream, pizza, bad. Have what you want when you want it, right? But check in with yourself, right? You hear me say it. Get smart, sexy, savvy, and switched on and pick what you want according to what's going to make you feel good 5 minutes after you eat it, not just whilst it's on your plate and it's all fabulous, right? You hear me say it's all fabulous while you're eating it. But what about after? How are you going to feel after? So make your decisions, like get a little switched on with the whole situation, right? Cole's going, I love it. Yeah, thank you so much. So, right, yeah, Stephen loves that one. Treats are for dogs. Right, and they are, okay? We don't need to earn treats. Certain food doesn't need to be categorized as treats, just like we just need to lighten up on the whole thing, right? But what I wanted to actually talk to you about today, I can hear my voice is going a little, we've got a new hashtag going on. Treats are for dogs. That's right. That is right. Now, I wanted to sort of talk to you a little bit about this today, talk to you about backing yourself, right? Because if you don't have the self-belief, right, because I've been thinking a lot about faith over the weekend. Faith. If you didn't see, I think it was the last post that I posted last night before I went to bed with a picture of George Michael. Oh, my man, I love him. Forever. I shall love George forever, forever. But I'm thinking about faith, and not the George Michael kind of butt wiggling, sexy kind of faith, although, you know, faith is a sexy thing to have. But I'm talking about really faith, belief in yourself, Because as we sort of go with that whole New Year's resolution and all that kind of thing, if you haven't followed through on your desires, whether it was a New Year's resolution, or just any of your desires, right? If you haven't followed through, it's not a willpower issue. It's a faith and self-belief issue. Why on earth would you move towards something that you don't think is there? Can we just have a pause for emphasis? If you don't think you've got the goods, if you don't think you deserve it, if you don't think you've got what it takes to achieve it, why would you move in the direction of something that you don't truly believe is there? Tell me. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. If you are backing out on the promises that you made to yourself, it's not a willpower issue. You don't need willpower. You need self-belief. You need faith in yourself. You need to know that you got the goods and that you'll deliver on what you desire for yourself. Who's feeling me? Who's hearing me? If you're hearing me and you're feeling this, give me some likes and some loves and let me know. Yeah, Tony. Tony likes the dog situation. Yep. It's too much in the mind issue. Right. And this is what I'm saying. So give me the likes and the loves if you hear me. This is not a willpower situation. So if you find yourself stuck and you're kind of like, I've fallen off the wagon, or I haven't followed through with the things that I know that I really did want, I want to tell you that I don't want you to sit around feeling bad about yourself, or like, oh, I need more willpower. How can I get more willpower and all that kind of thing? It's not a willpower situation. It is a self-belief and a faith in yourself situation. You need to know that like I said again, you need to know you got the goods and that you deliver, because the only person who's going to benefit from this is you. You will never move forward in the direction of something you don't think that is actually there. You don't think it's there. Why? If I tell you to go somewhere, but you already know that place doesn't exist, you're not going to get in your car and travel 5 hours and go there, are you? No. So you need to really, truly believe that what you want is possible, and that it's possible for you. You need to believe you got the goods in you and that you can drag them out, right? Because they're in there. Most of us, they're dormant. God, let's just face facts, right? They're dormant. You need to believe, right, that if your faith and your self-belief and your ability and your, the power to achieve the things that you want, if you feel like dormant, honey, mine's in a coma. I have not seen that thing for years. I don't even know how to resuscitate it. Then this is where so this reminds me, right? So you can go straight ahead. You can click the link that I've put up in the comments there, kyliepax.com/sexy motivation, because this is what it's all about. It is about breathing life back into your self-belief and your ability to know that you have what it takes to achieve. We're like resuscitating that, right? That's what we do in Sexy Motivation. It is about resuscitating your self-belief and your faith in yourself to achieve the things that you know you want to achieve in your life, whether that's the body, the weight loss, the fitness, right? Anything else, because basically, the way I roll, you hear me talk every day. You can apply the principles and the things that I tell you and that I share with you. You can apply them to any area of your life. So yes, I'm known as Australia's emotional eating coach, but the goods that I deliver are very practical and you can apply them to any area of your life. So I just want to thank you again to everybody who's jumped on here. Oh, Karen, Alyssa, thank you. Annette's in the house. If you've just dropped on now, what we're talking about today is really, so what I said is, who has followed through on their New Year's resolutions? And we're kind of like, I just got crickets. No, somebody did pop up. Somebody said yes, they had. But other than that, it was just like crickets, right? And I'm like, this is the drill, right? If you have not followed through on what you said you're going to do, see how I give you these rhymes? It's just my Dr. Zeus in me. Like, if you're not followed through on what you said you were going to do, it's not a willpower issue. It is a faith and self-belief issue, because if you don't really think you've got the goods, if you don't think you can deliver, why on earth would you move towards something that you don't truly believe is there, that you don't believe it's there, right? Now, we did also talk about treats being for dogs, but I'm not going to go through that again because I am going to wrap it up for today. But I wanted to share this with you because it is so, so important. It is so important to know, right, that if you feel like your self-belief and your faith in yourself is comatose and you don't know how to resurrect that thing and breathe life back into it, like, do I need those conk things? How do I wake it up, right? How do I wake it up? This is what I'm saying. You can go ahead and check it out, kyliepax.com/sexy motivation. That is where you're going to find all the information on exactly how I do it, right? And I don't do it once. Like, okay, good, it's resuscitated, and now I can cruise on through my life paying no attention to it. I don't think so. No. I work on it every single day, but I have specific structured ways that I do it, and that is exactly what I share with you there. So you can check it out, kyliepax.com/sexy motivation, and you can find out exactly how I roll. Because like I said, if you don't stay vigilant and on top of it, it will go back into its regular coma. It just will, right? It's a bit lazy like that, right? You need to keep it, keep it boogieing, right? So like we talked about, got some MC Hammer going on, some George Michael, got the whole faith situation here, and it really is a faith issue. And like I said, it's not a George Michael sexy ass wiggling situation, faith situation, right? It is a belief in yourself and faith in your own abilities situation. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, thank you very much. Yep, Tony says, I don't wait until New Year's to make resolutions. I resolve them now. Yeah, and isn't that the way to roll? Because this is what I said, right? Previously, I think I said this last week, if you feel like you've messed it up now, because we're only we're still mid-January, right? But if you feel like, oh, I've messed it up, I was so sure on January 1st I was going to get it perfect, it would be great and all this stuff, right? On January 1st. And now, like, come January 2nd, 3rd, or here we are mid-January of like, I've messed it up. What are you going to do? Wait another whole 12 months until next year to have another crack at it? Just alter things now. Step up now and know that. See my face gets serious? Step up now. But truly, you have the power to change your direction in any given moment, right? So this camera is so wacky and crooked. But you do have the power to change your direction in any given moment. The power of decision is your freedom. Massive, right? You can set yourself free in any moment. You don't have to wait until it's next Monday. You don't have to wait until it's a new month. You don't have to wait till it's a new calendar year. You don't have to wait until it's a new financial year. You can decide at any time that you're like, okay, well, what I've just did now was not working for me anymore. Might have worked in the past, right? Might have binged on chocolate in the past, might have been fabulous, but it's not working for me anymore. Doesn't make me feel good. I don't like the way I feel after. I don't like the way the weight I gain. It doesn't work for me. But you're sitting back going, what's wrong with me? Why can't I? Why? It's not a motivation. It's not a willpower issue. It's not a willpower issue. It's a self-belief and a self-faith issue, right? You will never, ever, ever move towards something that you don't actually think you can do. So you need to wake up those powers within yourself, right? Because you do have the magical powers. You do have the extraordinary powers. They're not something you can get from the outside and implant into you. They're already in you. You just need to wake those babies up and live by them. That's how we roll. That's how we roll here. So thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tony's going, yes, the only time is now. Shelby, happy Monday. Kylie, thank you so much. Happy Monday to you too. Can't wait to watch the replay because I missed this gem of a live stream. I know I'll need this one. You know it. You know it's true. That's a Milli Vanilli song. See, we went into some all 80s songs today. I'll throw that Milli Vanilli one in there for you, right? No charge. So thank you very much to everybody who's joined me here. Please do remember, go ahead, like, love, and share, because as you step into your own sexy motivational power and you step up and stand up and step into all that you can be, when you do that and you share, you give somebody else around the world permission to do the same. That is how we create global change. That is the mission here, right? That's the mission. The mission is not for us to just get information, squirrel it away, and then never ever tell anybody or help somebody else in our lives. What is the point of that? Like, that really is a pointless exercise, right? That really is. Our mission here on this earth is not to just live in our own little glass cage and see if we can be better than everybody else. Like, no. Our mission is to empower and share and evolve and lift other people up higher. As you take, so I just lifted up on my toes there. As you raise in your own journey, you have a responsibility to let that shine and let that show so that other people feel they have permission to do the same thing. So I want to thank you so much. Tony goes, girl, you know it's true. Thank you very, very much. Please do remember, the only person who can change your life is you. When you step up and step into your own self-belief and faith, that is when you'll move towards what you want because you know you've got what it takes. Sending you a big love, sexy people. I will catch you tomorrow. Until then,